Hey Pisces, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your mid-November 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Pisces, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. Okie dokie. Let's start off. What's going on? The King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. At the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Okay. Clarifying that, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. This just seems like a repeat for everyone. I almost feel like there are some good intentions here, but it's just, it wasn't working out right. Whatever this is. So this is the card in the past. And for some of you, somebody here, you or another person, there was some sort of sabotage. Because this Seven of Swords, it represents being sneaky, it represents avoidance, it represents lying. There is like some sort of manipulation there, because I don't know if it's something that wasn't growing or whatever, but with the Six of Cups, this means that there was an emotional attachment here that was genuine. What's at the bottom? The High Priestess. So is it ignoring your intuition? For some of you, it was needing to really pause, reflect on what's being presented to you, what's being given to you. And for some of you, you have stepped away from a situation, and this has helped to bring back that sense of abundance, that things can grow, that you can do better for yourself, or that you can focus on something that has the potential to expand. But I feel like a bit of, I don't know if it was doubt that creeped in, or lack of clarity, or something like this. But in that, right, whether if you were alone or had a moment, a long moment to really reflect, there's kind of like a rising above type of energy with this. Now, you have the Hermit, Virgo energy, Seven of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, so there was some sort of period of time where there was reflection, where there was pushing something or someone away. You have the Devil, Capricorn energy, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. For some of you, you kept giving to a situation here. It's almost kind of like a bit of a contradiction, because it seems like giving to a situation because you feel stuck in that, and you keep giving to that, but also pushing it away. Now, I don't see this as such a terrible thing, because with that Hermit card showing up, there has been some sort of growth, maturity, seeing things pretty clearly. Well, I wouldn't say extremely clearly, but there were things that you were seeing differently. So that's what brought up the clarity. For some of you, it's realizing that you kept giving to a situation that made you feel like this is not balanced. I also get the sense of feeling alone in whatever this is. You have the Ten of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. So there is a bit of a fear here that things are going to be heavy if you get into some sort of something new or repeat a specific cycle. For some of you, this has to do with trust. I also feel like you're dealing with a situation that promises you a lot of things, but you end up feeling like you're carrying the burden. What's your outcome? The King of Swords. And at the bottom, the Hierophant. All right. Three of Swords, Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands. There's a bit of a harshness here that kind of needs to be put into place. For some of you, you've been too nice with a particular situation or a person, and this has left you feeling depleted, like it's more difficult than it should be. Because you could, because I get the sense of disappointment or suffering, something that's painful, and kind of like, you know, but I want this. It's kind of like that saying when you want something, like, how does it go? The things that you want don't come easy, or something like that. There is a fear about a new beginning. For some of you, you fear having to cut something off, or you... Give me 1 second here. I think your lesson here, Pisces, is that when there's something that's structured, when there's something that feels secure and stable, when there's something that you do truly believe in, there are some things that you're going to have to leave behind. And for some of you, I feel like that was done. And it's possible that it comes back around, especially if you're dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. if there are promises of something new, oh, well, things are going to be different now. I feel like you're going to use whatever it is that you learned to implement it in this. Because I feel like intuitively, you know that there's something either that you don't trust, there's something fishy about a situation. Is it that you're giving the benefit of the doubt? Is that the lesson? We don't need to be giving the benefit of the doubt. We need to see things for what they are. And for some of you, you have these moments of confidence and then it kind of like stops. Do you know what it is to feel happy, like for yourself in particular, where you actually feel a sense of joy and stability? Not one of these fleeting moments of like, oh, I'm having a good time, this feels great, and then you go home and you feel empty. Not one of these empty things that actually bring like a sense of like, oh, I really feel secure here. I feel a sense of whatever, I belong, or I feel whole. You know, I feel like this flows naturally and nicely. I don't need to ask. Like it's given because it's obvious. Do you know what that feels like? So I feel like that's the lesson that you've learned and now implementing it moving forward. What makes you feel like that? And whatever doesn't, you're going to have to stop giving the benefit of the doubt. And for some of you, there's this element of, well, maybe I need to do this because it's going to help another or whatever. There is a self-sabotaging energy that shows up here that does not need to show up again. This is where we need to use some sort of discernment, which the Hermit card does represent that. There are certain things that we do sacrifice for. To gain something that's more long-term, secure, and stable. And there's other things that we do not need to sacrifice for. For example, if you wanted to buy a house, you're going to have to sacrifice some of your savings, correct? Right? You're going to have to give to that to have this house where there is so much more benefit in having this home for you, for your family, or for the family that you want to have, whatever. You get what I'm saying? As opposed to, I don't know, oh, I want to have a good time. So, I don't know, I'm just giving an example. I want to have a good time, so I'm going to, I don't know, hang out with whoever is available, knowing that they're toxic, and then you're up late or whatever. The next morning you have to go to work, you feel exhausted, tired. Yeah, I had a great time, but now I'm completely depleted. Like you can sense that was a fleeting moment, that it wasn't something, it was a temporary desire being fulfilled, but it wasn't something that nourished you. I think that's like the key word of these readings, nourishment. How are you nourishing yourself? Are you feeding yourself junk food constantly just to keep yourself alive? But inside, you're obviously not doing yourself a service. Do you get what I'm saying? This could be you. This could be whoever you're dealing with. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. But there's something here about how you nourish yourself. And not being sold junk food that's labeled as organic and, oh yeah, well, it's still junk food. You know what I'm saying? All right, Pisces, let's see what your advice is. What is the advice for Pisces? Which I feel like I already just did through my own accord. Let's see what the advice is for you. The 10 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the 3 of Swords. There is too much of, I feel like, impulses, doing things on impulse, doing things for temporary. You're going to have to look more long term. And I'm saying this because you have 2 cards that are wands and then 2 cards that are swords. There's no cups, which is the heart, intuition, your feelings, etc. And there's no pentacles, which is groundedness, security, stability, something that's long term. There's too much up here and doing based on what's up here. And it's becoming way, way too much. And there's something here that you're going to have to, I feel like it's something like in your thoughts you're going to have to say goodbye to. Because you're giving a lot, and it's becoming too much. This could have to do with a masculine energy, maybe a boss or some sort of authority, because I see the Emperor here. It doesn't have to be. It could just be in regards to control. It just doesn't seem stable, though. Aries energy there. And instead of just waiting for something to change, you're waiting for whatever, you're going to, you can't keep being fed whatever everyone is giving you. Not everybody has the best intentions, and some people have good intentions, but they're not in your shoes. They're not in here. You're going to have to stand your ground with what, because there is something here that you're working on, that you're like, oh yeah, this. Because I feel like you keep, was it you that I was telling, or was it Aquarius? What I want requires a lot out of me, requires me to be depleted, and I keep investing in this, but in the end you feel disappointed. Now, for some of you, it's really figuring out where you're putting your energy. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I will be doing a reading for advice, so it's a little more specific, a little clearer. Not right now, but sometime soon, so be on the lookout for that. So if it resonated, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.